Welton. It's kind of wild to think about how we started. We went from barely acquaintances to friends' friends to friends, and now best friends and partners in crime. Thank you for choosing to take that role on in my life. I know it hasn't always been easy. In fact, I think you realized pretty early on that that it means signing up for a life full of curveballs, most of which I throw without warning. Like the time I came home after an overtime shift on a Sunday with a duck, and a duck that was stuck in the front grille of my car. What should have been a quiet end to the weekend instantly turned into a full rescue mission, and without hesitation, you helped me coerce it out, probably wondering what your life had become. Or even just last week when you helped me beg our tailor to hem my hen's dress in 30 minutes, a couple of hours before the event. But somehow through everything, you never once made me feel like it was too much. You always showed up, always reassuring, maybe a couple of gas, like, ow! You always have my back, and I promise to always have yours. I promise to support your goals and dreams, even the ones that seem, and I quote, not doable, and to push you back on track when life gets overwhelming. To remind you of who you are when you forget, and to always be your safe place. It's hard to put into words exactly why I love you. I just do. I love your tenacious personality, your determination to keep going, even when things are hard. I love your ADHD hyper-focusing and planning, especially when it's relation to you planning our travel itineraries and flights, enabling me to be the ultimate passenger princess. I love your passion for fitness and BJJ, and how disciplined and driven you are, not just physically, but in life. But more than anything else, I love your heart. Your soft, generous heart that's always ready to help anyone who needs it. You show up for friends, for family, and for those who don't even ask. Even when it means stretching yourself thin, even when it costs you time, energy, and rest. You're such a kind heart and soul, and I don't take it lightly that I get to be loved by someone like you. Welton, I promise to be your teammate and partner. You're calm when life becomes too much. Your biggest supporter, and your honest voice when you need grounding. I promise patience, adventure, and grace. I promise a life where we keep growing together, that's always striving and not settling with average. I promise to never stop being grateful that the person that was once just a friend's friend is now my husband. But most importantly, I promise to always put God as our head of our relationship and to grow to love Him more every day.
Hello. Do you remember when we were planning our wedding and I told you I was nervous about our wedding, so I didn't want to ruin it? Well, you reassured me by saying that it's impossible for me to ruin our wedding as long as I say the right name. So, I've written down here, Mindy. Now that's out the way. Honey, baby, me more, my love. You've always asked me why I love you, and my typical response was always, I just do. Because the truth is, how do you put to words something that can only be interpreted by the heart? But today of all days, I will try. I love you because through all the busyness, the changes and turmoil that life has thrown at me, at us, you were and are still my constant. You're supportive, energetic, forgiving, kind, graceful, and scarily fearless when it comes to us. We have been through so much. Our relationship was tested early, put through some trials, forced to swim or sink, and damn do we pull through. I could never do it alone, and definitely not without you. Our relationship has seen many seasons, from the initial rom-com-like relationship with the butterflies, the excitement of being chosen, the "I missed you already" text, and our many cute brunch dates, to now a real one, talking about bills, interest rates, what's for dinner, and falling asleep mid-conversation. I know sometimes we reminisce about the early honeymoon days, but I realize we will one day miss this too. The love that brings a quiet comfort and presence. The way our love shows up time and time again, even when there's no energy left. A familiar love. Being tired together, being confused together, but still choosing each other every day. Though it might seem ordinary, every day with you is extraordinary. Thinking about it now, I hope time slows down, so I can truly live and savor every moment with you. I would never turn back the clock, because what I want most is the future ahead with you. If I had to sum it all up, to me, you are home, my home. I must have been Mr. Mother Teresa in my past life, because through all the mistakes in this life, God still blessed me with you, the opposite of every single one of my mistakes. They say God doesn't take the same time to create us. Evidently, there's you and me. God really took his time when he created you. And now you're mine. And now before I get cancelled at our wedding for saying that, I don't mean that you belong to me. I mean that you belong with me. Like how the stars belong to the sky and the tide belongs to the moon. And now that you're with me, I vow to never let you go. That doesn't mean I'll hold you too tight or keep you all to myself. Maybe sometimes I will, but it means I will always stand beside you. And maybe when I say you are really mine, what I really mean is I am yours. And now since I'm vowing things already, I vow to love you, to take care of you when you're sick, like buying you Sudafed from the pharmacy at 12 a.m. because you can't breathe, which means you can't sleep. And if you can't sleep, it means I can't sleep. Bring you grocery shopping for fun, even though I'd rather stay home and play Ark Raiders with my friends. Share Emo's bossam with you, even though I just want to eat it all. And walk mindlessly in Karen out for hours, even though I have flat feet and my back might actually explode. But most importantly, I promise to always put our relationship first and continuously grow and learn, not just for you, but for us. I promise to listen when you tell me your pet peeves, like the way you want the spoon to sit on the drying rack, and the way you want me to listen and not just hear, and how you want me to just shut up, not give advice, and agree when you want to rant about life's problems, which is mostly work-related. That way you can complain about the things that really matter, like how you need more attention, comb your hair, take your gai more often, and argue about who gets to retire first, and it's definitely me. Now what I can't promise you a Taylor Swift wedding, but I can promise you that you and I will be a love story that's forever and always. 但是了，如果我真的爱你4天，我会爱你整个春天、夏天、秋天和冬天。如果我真的爱你3天，我会爱你昨天、今天、明天。如果我真的爱你2天，我会爱你整个天亮天黑。如果我真的爱你1天，我会爱你每一天。I love you.